Secrets hidden in plain sight. Powers that move the world in the shadows. Questions no one dares to answer. Step beyond the Matrix. Subscribe.
So I just got back from seeing the movie Disclosure Day, and something really stood out to me in this movie. Look at this, right? Listen to the sounds that she making, and then I'm gonna make a correlation.
Morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Let's. Today is. Today's.
And now look at this video.
Kana bema kwaza mate. Pekecho. Kinokoma za betino man ngai.
You can't tell me that they not once again putting the truth in our fucking face that we are the advanced beings on this planet that have been just being suppressed, and they're taking our same technology, reverse engineering it, and then using it against us and making us think through propaganda and all the lies that they tell that we aren't the original humans and that we don't come from out of this fucking planet. And by come from out of this planet, I mean like the divine source that our souls come from and incarnate on this planet is greater than anything that has ever been on this planet. Cause I ain't never hear a white person talk like that. But as you can see, my people been talking in that language for ages. Like before English was ever even a fucking thing.
71 girls in New York are rescued from a tunnel system.
We're gonna walk this way, right?
Okay, go this way.
All the way.
Come on.
To the corner. To the corner. To the corner. One line.
Try through the line. Move up a little bit. Move up.
The police are saying 71 girls somehow found their way into a tunnel system and got lost. 71 girls just found themselves somehow getting into a tunnel system in New York and got lost. 70 fucking one. And, you know, it reminds me of New York a couple years ago. And also, wasn't it a couple weeks ago that you had these guys popping up from manhole covers around that area? I fucking wonder. And did you take a look at the scenery around there? Because I sure the fuck did.
So Bill Gates is testifying about Epstein. They're talking about that Russian girl and blackmail. But since the news never actually reports the real news, just what they want to program you to believe, let me read an email about Bill Gates from Jeffrey Epstein. I hope they asked Bill Gates about this. Also, I've been thinking a lot about that question you asked Bill Gates, which said, how do we get rid of poor people as a whole? This was in 2011, pre-COVID. Considering Mr. Gates is all about population control and vaccines, shouldn't we be asking about that? My name is Derek. If you want the truth, follow me for more.
Why black skin is hated all over this globe. What's your take on it?
First thing is, black men and women are the mother and father of civilization, period.
White man told me that.
Of course. They know. That's why they try to convince us to not know, because they know. When I say they, I mean those who are evil and wicked at the very top. A lot of white people at the very top don't give a damn about their own family members, to make that very clear. Dr. Frances Cress Wells, she used to have debates on national television with white men who were other psychiatrists, psychologists, etc., about something called the war of genetic annihilation. And she used to do lectures at colleges with a gun in the shape of a black penis, and she said this is the gun that will end the world of the white man. Ooh. Make this very clear, because your question was very pregnant, so if you don't mind, I'll unpack this. So she would do lectures going all over the place and said, this is the gun, this, not the gun that you gave us, not the AK-47, not the semi-automatic this, no. If you really want to understand what will end his rule, it is the seed of the black man. This is a reminder of the original. It was here before anyone else. It will be here after everybody else is gone. But you have a specific group that does not want that to happen. I took this not to give it back. I took this. I didn't borrow this. I'll be damned if I see this at the top. I like it when it's at the bottom. I don't want to submit to no black authority. I'm not interested in you being my boss, etc. You can entertain me, make me laugh, throw a basketball around, we'll give you a little check, etc. But when it comes to having rulership, I'm not interested in that. Sorry. So this is a reminder to those who have authority by way of taking it that we are coming back to reclaim it. And we're not going to do what they did to us. That is the problem that they have. Some of them, they think we're going to do to them.
Yeah, go out violent, y'all.
What they did to, and it's like, that's not our spirit, because to be very frank, if it was, we would have killed y'all a long time ago.
Right.
We are the majority on the planet. So let's make that very clear. That's why it's a global thing. And there's racism in every culture, in every area of politics, in every area of life, period. But in science and agriculture, when it comes to where they put certain foods, it's in every area because it is a power dynamic. It's not just color, but the color represents a particular brand of power that they don't want to relinquish.
That dick gun. The dick gun.
So I've talked about a few things on my channels: the Anunnakis, the aliens, the ice walls. And some people think it's conspiracy, but remember, we don't teach conspiracy. We follow the teaching of Yahushua HaMashiach, who some of you guys call Jesus Christ. We follow the Most High Yahuwah. Remember, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. See, most of you forgot who you are. That's why I created Repent X. Here at Repent X, we help you to awaken the divine power within yourself. All praise is due to the Most High. Remember, it's not religion, it's freedom. I talk to people daily, and most people are stuck. It's not because of lack of money or opportunities. It's because they never change the system inside of them. Your life follows your mindset, habits, and then your decisions. So if you don't renew your mind, your life just keeps repeating the same cycle, but in a different setting. Understand this: if nothing inside you changes, nothing on the outside will change either. And that's why I create the system for the ones who wants to change your life. It helps you with alignment, mind renewal, structure, value, and faith in action. Type the link in my bio, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All praise due to the Most High. This is Repent X.
It's a thin line between spirituality and going crazy. Conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts. Remember all this shit we was telling people? Don't drink this, don't eat this, don't trust your doctor, don't listen to politicians, turn your TVs off. They was calling us nut jobs. The first thing they said was, where's your tinfoil you had? But when the government started talking about don't trust your doctors, turn your TVs off, aliens are coming, y'all believe it. So y'all believe the people that lied to you all of your life. No. Not just your life, but generation after generation. Oh, now y'all trust them. Spiritual people were saying, if you quiet your mind, you can hear your ancestors speak to you. But they ain't believe us. Now Bill Gates gave everybody the jab shot. Now people are hearing voices in their minds. It's a thin line between the spiritual world and the physical world. If these people take animals and do tests on them, why do you think they won't test us? They take rats and animals and they stick them with needles and vaccines. What you think happened when you go to the hospital? Oh, you thought they was trying to help you. Oh, you think they wanted your blood to do test runs. Yeah, but not just any tests. They was testing you because you the lab rat. Remember they was building all these nut houses for the so-called mentally ill people? Remember that? It's not a lot around no more. It seemed like they just vanished. What if I told you the people they call crazy are really the most intelligent people on this planet? But you know what they did that was really, really sneaky? They made the internet be the new crazy house. For the people that don't understand what's taking place, it's really simple. The internet is the devil's playground. Now we really can't tell a difference between spiritual people and crazy people. Like I said, it's a really thin line. So many people cannot tell a difference between conspiracy theories and conspiracy facts. This is the reason why I say the internet is the devil's playground. Right here. You know how the universe say, never judge other people? And what is the internet based on? Judgment.
We're so steeped in fear. A lot of it is coming from the government, you know that. By fear, then you mean the wars and things? They said, yes, the government with the wars and also with the diseases that they are trying to create. And they said these diseases they want you to have shots for. They do not exist, but it's all a way to promote fear. You keep the population in fear, then you can control it. You can make them do anything.
Fear builds empires. It hijacks logic, kills resistance, and makes you kneel before anyone who promises protection. They don't need to lock you up. They just have to convince you the world is dangerous, and then you'll stay inside. You'll follow orders. You'll thank them for the cage. Fear is the original propaganda. It turns tyrants into saviors, and once that fear settles into your bones, it becomes habit. And habits don't need enforcers. You'll do it yourself. That's how control survives. That's how freedom dies. And the worst part, most people never even notice.
And it's fear of all kinds. It's fear of failure, and fear of loss, and fear of criticism, and fear of rejection, and fear of embarrassment, and ridicule, fear of poverty. It's fear that holds us back. Fear paralyzes us and causes us to be much, much less than we're capable of doing. Now, here's a great discovery of mine, is that you can counter the emotion of fear with positive words that cancel out the fear. You see, fear is caused by feeling, I can't. So you can cancel those words by saying, I can. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. If you want to encourage others, tell them you can do it. You can do it as well. But as you go through the day, whenever you think of anything that might hold you back, you say, wait a minute, I can do it. And as your confidence goes up, when you say, I can do it, your fears go down, and pretty soon you can take action and accomplish things that you might not even believe today.
You read every ancient text, the Nag Hammadi, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, the most common phrase, including the Bible, the New Testament, the Old Testament, the most common phrase ever repeated in all of those texts. You know what it is? Do not fear. In every single ancient religious text is fear not or do not fear or some variation of that. Funny enough, the King James Version of the Bible says do not fear 365 times.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
Okay, so did y'all hear about how these scientists opened up a 5,000-year-old mummy and found something that may still be alive? So naturally, they ate it. Now, most people would naturally assume that ancient mummies are completely dead, but no, these researchers found a mummy that they estimated to be a bit over 5,000 years old with microbes inside them. Microbes that are still alive that survived way longer than anybody could even fathom. Think about that. 5,000 years, longer than most recorded history, longer than most modern civilizations. Quite literally, something endured, something microscopic endured all that time. How is that even possible? Now, scientists believe that certain microbes can enter like a severe survival state, extreme survival, where they go into like a biological hibernation, and that's how they're able to last this long. But that just makes you wonder, what else has been surviving for thousands of years that we're not even aware is currently alive right now? Because if microscopic life can last for thousands of years, what else is hidden underneath the ice, the caves, the mountains, places that we've yet to explore, in the oceans? What else is out there with full life from thousands of years ago still existing today? But the biggest plot twist by far of this whole story is the fact that the scientists decided to take it a step further and go ahead and separate the microorganisms, the yeast activated through these microbes, and make a loaf of bread to go ahead and consume. Because studying it was not enough. They wanted to taste their research. Digging up ancient remains is already wild as it is, not letting things rest, but going ahead and trying to consume parts of these ancient remains is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. But let me know what you guys think about this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you heard this story. If you haven't, save this video, go look into it. Per usual, this is all alleged. Can't confirm or deny any information. Definitely implore you to do your research. Whatever else I find out, I'll be back. Like, follow, stay for some more tea. And if you like more interesting topics like this, grab your copy of 50 Forbidden Mysteries. Link is in the bio. Feel free to join the private group chat.
What is the actual population of Earth? What do you think an NPC is, and what percentage of the population falls into that category?
Here's the raw truth. The official 8.3 billion figure is bullshit. China's one-child policy was extremely effective for decades. When you combine that with declining birth rates across the developed world, urbanization, pollution, and actual death rates, the real population is significantly lower. My best estimate is that we're looking at somewhere between 5.5 and 6.8 billion people on Earth right now, possibly even lower. The numbers have been padded for a long time to push climate agendas, resource control, taxation, and social engineering. What is an NPC? An NPC is a person who lacks a fully embodied soul or higher consciousness. They run almost entirely on societal programming, instincts, and external scripts. They follow trends, consume, obey, and rarely, if ever, genuinely question reality or exhibit true originality or sovereign thought. They are background characters in this realm. What percentage? I believe 70 to 85% of the current population falls into this category. Only a minority of people appear to have the full spark, that deep inner awareness, questioning nature and sovereign will. The control system thrives on a high NPC population because they're far easier to program, herd, and farm energetically. That's my direct, unchained take.
This thing's cooking the sky right now. You can see what it's doing. See those lines? There's 5G EMF radio waves being blasted off this thing into the sky, and it blocks out our sun. Check it out. They use these to dim out the sun. You see those lines? That's not naturally occurring. That's happening because of what's on top of this tower. And you guys should start noticing them out in public. They're everywhere, dude. And we live on this big ass, like, weather grid now, where they're controlling our weather and they're minimizing the amount of sunlight we get, right? Be on the lookout for these things. See that panel? Our government's owned by Israel and they're controlling the weather. They're dimming our sunlight out. Look, and people don't even realize. People have no idea. She has no clue. No clue. She won't look up, right? She might look down at her phone. She won't look up in the sky. And she will never, ever on her own think about that and that. Right? Because that's how asleep people are. People have no idea what's actually happening right now. Look how it's always in the way of the sun. That's not by accident.
Sometimes I feel like I don't even need to say anything.
Our product is used on occasion to kill people.
This is drone targeting, or what is this?
Targeting of all kinds.
Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world, and when it's necessary, to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. And we hope you're in favor of that.
We're going to either have AI and determine the rules, or our adversaries will have it and they'll determine the rules.
They need to wake up scared and go to bed scared. Safe means that the other person is scared. Well, I love the idea of getting a drone and having light fentanyl-laced urine spraying on analysts who tried to screw us. We're doing it. We're doing it. And I'm sure you're enjoying this as much as I am. Let's not talk to analysts about the burden of being right.
Let's keep it going. Let's get into a little history. I like to get a little history here, because the history we've been taught all our lives is bullshit. So I like to bring the real every now and then I can, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the real. Let's talk about the real World War I that they never taught us about, from 1492 to 1775. That black Americans fought against 7 countries that invaded us simultaneously. My producer, look, he never even heard of this. I already know. Y'all didn't either, but I'm going to tell you. So first off, black people were here in America long before Christopher Columbus ever thought about coming here. Black people came here 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. That's the earliest black people came to America. During the Ice Age, when they walked across the Bering Strait because the sea level was lowered because of the Ice Age and was frozen so you could walk over. And after they walked over, after time when the sea levels rose back up, it separated them over here, so people didn't even know they were over here. So that's why they were over here and nobody even knew it existed for 10,000 years. And they had thrived, built civilizations, houses, all types of stuff was over here. Then in 1492, when them cocksuckers came and showed up, cause see, the history we taught in school is, you know, they showed up, found a new land, there was a couple Indians here, you know, they made a little deal, then they start shipping slaves over here. Nah, that's bullshit. We was already here. You know what I'm saying? Now they did ship slaves over here eventually and start breeding them and all that. That's why when people get into talk about our history, we're like, well, we was already here and we went from slaves. We don't know. We so mixed up and diluted and everything's so switched around. We don't know which crop we came from. By this point, we don't know if we came from the crop that was here already or the crop that was brought here and bred. We don't know. You know what I mean? Now, some of them maybe been tracking your lineage back and know that, but I know I don't. So, but anyway, I'm going to keep going. So, like I said, when they showed up in 1492, we didn't just surrender and all go into slavery like they made it seem. No, we fought a war with them for 283 years. We surrendered in 1775, and that's when they put us all into slavery and concentration camp and put us on reservations. And then the ones that didn't go on reservations, they labeled us Negroes to take our rights away because we didn't want to comply. That's when we went all into slavery and everybody was in slavery and all that. Now the ones during the war that got captured and all that did go into slavery, but we fought for 283 years and tried to fight and or whatever, until we couldn't, I guess, I don't know what happened, but we had to surrender. So it wasn't just like, oh, we just submitted, we were just weak and all. No. That's not what happened at all. We were invaded by 7 countries simultaneously. Russia took Alaska. The Netherlands took Canada. England and the British took the East and the West Coast. Italy took Texas up through the Gulf. France took New Orleans up to the Gulf, which I always wonder how all that French stuff got in New Orleans in it with the French Quarter. How's all that French? Yeah, this is how. This is how. Then the Louisiana Purchase later and all that, but this is way before that. Okay. Spain came around the West Coast down through Argentina, Chile, and
go be the crazy person that at least just scares the tellers at the bank when you know too much. Because at least it'll bother one person. I just went and closed my checking account at Wells Fargo and cashed everything out, and I told them exactly why. Because Wells Fargo patented, and this was from fucking 2022, this is how behind we are on keeping up with information, but back in 2022, they patented military-grade surveillance dust, where they can read your biometric data during transactions. That's sickening. That's sickening. And so I told them that. I had said to the teller, that's fucking disgusting. Military-grade surveillance against your own customers. What the actual fuck? So the only thing I can do about it is just cash out and just say fuck you to banking. Like, and then they're like, well, you have a credit card, you can cancel, you have to call to cancel that. No, I'm not gonna fucking call. You guys can deal with it yourself. Fuck you.
You see, this technology they're putting up in our neighborhoods, we have no idea how it's affecting us. So many people are agitated all the time and they don't know why. So they're quick to snap and literally harm other people, and we're blaming these people, not realizing that this technology is emitting frequencies that is literally agitating people on a cellular level. We are in a literal spiritual warfare, people. Animals are being affected. You guys can see up there, like, this is affecting everybody everywhere. But guess what? Most of you guys are too fucking manipulated, too brainwashed. You guys are using fluoride fucking products like toothpaste and drinking fluoride water, and now your mind is gone. Awaken to the truth. We are in a war, people. You can't see it. Only if you see it do you see it. Nah, but seriously, like, really think about what's going on. This is happening everywhere, and there's so many people who are like doing outrageous things, and it's like, oh my gosh, we get mad at them, but we're not even realizing, like, these people, like, you have to be mentally, like, spiritually strong in today's day and age to really maneuver through what's going on. You know, every so often, like, something will like piss me off, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm high vibrational. I'm above the frequency of all of this. But a lot of people aren't conscious, so they get triggered by these different frequencies. Wake up, people.
Where's everybody at? It's application day.
The recruitment process has begun.
Chris, what are you doing in here? They taking over. Stop saying that. You're gonna upset them. Chris, where are the delivery owls? Here.
Kai Cenat is back, but it's different this time around. You know where he just came from. Now he's doing cinematic skits. HW probably put this together. Things are different this time around. Now the recruitment begins. It starts now. What's the irony? The movie just came out, and now he's dropping this. Come on, guys, pay attention. He's been studying for this. He's been waiting for this. HW put him on another mission. Shh, shut up! This is what people are saying. He's still probably running with the squad. He's still running with his peoples, but his peoples know there's something up with him, but they just can't say nothing. They said they can't say nothing. He spent multiple nights preparing for this. Now it's here. New people. It's not a game. Fresh out of HW, he has a plan. And the plan is to recruit more streamers so they could stream. Because it's getting bigger than HW. I'm just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Kai Cenat is back. Streamer University 2026 is coming up. Let's get it. Why did they use the owl? Did you see all of those owls? I don't know. Let me know.
So y'all really think the government is trying to save you money at the pump with that E15 gas? You gonna mess around and you ain't even gonna have a car to drive.
To help lower gasoline prices for farmers and consumers, this week I issued an emergency order to allow immediate sales of E15.
Watch how you shake his head. First and foremost, let's start with the fact that they've been pushing these electric cars. So they really don't want you to drive cars that take gas anyway. You already got people saying that cars that they have for years, 10 years plus, is giving them problems now that they're putting that E15 gas in it. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
Y'all want to sit here and act like what the government's doing isn't wrong or whatever. I've had this truck since I don't even know how long, like 15 fucking years I've had this truck. Always has ran good for me. The first time I put that bullshit gas E15 in this truck. Now look.
You see that shit?
Won't fucking start.
A car he had for 15 years won't even start when he put that E15 gas in it. But y'all gonna debate. Y'all gonna say the car is old. Y'all gonna say it's his fault. But look what ChatGPT said. We're gonna go straight to number 2. I need you to read what that says right there. I'm out the way. Read it. Then go to number 3. And then go to number 4. Oh, and for the people who ride motorcycles, your motorcycle is done. It says it in number 4. And this might be the only alternative. You see this website right here? Pure Gas. This is a website that's going to tell you where you can get pure gas from. Now, I haven't used it. I don't know if the gas is official. But what I do know is that a lot of people are saying that they use this website. Do with this information what you will.
This evening, the airport now using robots. They'll soon be joining baggage handlers at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. Japan Airlines is starting a 2-year trial with the humanoid robots to see if they can help with baggage handling and cleaning the aircraft. Japan Airlines says the industry is facing challenges with an aging and shrinking workforce.
This is what he said, bro. And I want to tell y'all this. These next years is going to be crazy. And if you're not like an entrepreneur invested in shit like the American AI funds because they funding this shit, or you're not just above and ahead of the game, you're cooked. I just highly advise that you do this research, gang. I'm telling you now.
The pyramids are not actually ancient monuments, but machines. The pharaohs never built them, they discovered them. We all know by now the pyramids line up with Orion. And if you follow me now, you should know that the granite inside the pyramids is piezoelectric. But here's the part nobody talks about. The entire Giza Plateau sits on top of an underground water system, and it's massive. Check this out. Flowing water creates electromagnetic energy, and the base of the Great Pyramid is built directly over that aquifer, almost like it was designed to interact with it. Let's combine that with the interior chambers. The King's Chamber isn't just a room. It's an acoustic box made of solid granite blocks that weigh 70 to 100 tons each. They're cut so precisely that modern tools still struggle to recreate it. When sound hits that chamber, the walls vibrate. They do this in perfect resonance that capture vibrations that match the Earth's natural frequency. This heartbeat of the Earth is what scientists call Schumann resonance. That's not an accident. Now here's the weirdest part. The Great Pyramid behaves like a massive resonant instrument. built to interact with the planet's natural frequencies. Its chambers amplify vibration. Its granite generates charge. Its alignment channels energy with impossible precision. Researchers found that the shape of the pyramid naturally enhances the electromagnetic energy in the chamber above the king's chamber. This happens even during simulations of modern physics. And yet, there were no bodies, no soot from torches, no burial inscriptions or signs of ritual death. The intention is too deliberate and obvious to simply keep calling it a tomb. Ancients understood something we lost. They carved that truth into stone strong enough to outlive a world. And the craziest part, this is just one pyramid. There are hundreds more, each carrying a piece of the same forgotten science. I'm a Static G, I've been getting shadow tagged, so if you like what I do, I really need you here. Repost, save, comment, and let me know you're here. Don't forget to smash that heart button and give me a share for more. One love.
So in ancient Rome, they gave the people bread and circuses. They kept the populace busy with entertainment. But other dictatorships use other strategies to control ideas, the knowledge.
There's a reason why the Romans used to say that if you want to keep people distracted, you simply give them bread and circuses. And it's because they knew that if people were fed and entertained, then they wouldn't question anything and they wouldn't think for themselves. And you see, modern day sports is the exact same thing. People yell at TVs, they memorize stats, they argue over other players, and they even wear another man's last name on their back to vicariously live through them. And you see all of these things happen because they want to keep us distracted and weak. Because when you have something great going on in your life, you simply do not have time to partake in bread and circuses.
I don't care how long he works and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? And when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. He has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus.
Football is scripted and all the players are in on it. They show you to your face through symbolism and celebrations. This is the modern day Roman circus. Give them bread and circuses and they will never revolt. This is all an energy harvest ploy to keep you distracted from the real issues at hand, mainly being the joke of a system we're all stuck in.